Hello and welcome
Hey Jenny,
to
how is it going?
Playhouse Live,
Yes,
where we are
thanks, Justin,
reacting
and
to so
everyone at the
many
Gorilla Collect.
of the E3 things. Give me just a second. There we go. Sorry, I was getting distracted by noises in my headphones, but it's fine now.
That was my bad.
I am Rose. I am hosting today's direct. And with me, I have the ever lovely Tim.
Yo,
You're not supposed to say his name. He appears to be
There we
blurred out because
go.
of some rights issues. No, there he is. He's fine.
Look,
I think
he's
it was
back.
the
We're
hand
good. He's
that
not
revealed me.
censored anymore. We're fine. I also have our personal VTuber, Keith.
Ayo.
There we go. And our resident, but not quite resident Irishman, Finn.
Wholesome. I'm ready for wholesome.
So wholesome.
Yeah.
So I'm excited because I absolutely love the wholesome indie games. But I kind of started wondering what wholesome actually means. So I went direct to the source to find out. And on their website for wholesome games, when asked what makes a game wholesome, they say that's up to you to decide. It's subjective, and we don't want to pretend that it isn't. Something we've always tried to be mindful of is that it looks wholesome to one person. What looks wholesome to one person might not look wholesome to someone else. If a game is cute and cozy but contains harmful stereotypes, is it wholesome? We say no. If a game is violent but that violence is about overthrowing an oppressor, is it unwholesome? We say no. The opinions presented by our curation are just that, one group's opinions. The question of what makes a game wholesome is one that comes up again and again in our community, and while common themes sometimes emerge from these conversations, we think it devalues the discussion to suggest that there's ever going to be a comprehensive final answer. So, based off of that, what do you guys think? What could a wholesome game be that you have played? It might have been shown at last year's wholesome event, or just one from the past that could have been in this event.
I think that's a really good way for them to go, not just like philosophically, but in terms of presenting a press conference. So like last year's show, it was very much the traditional what we see out of wholesome games, very bright, colourful, cutesy games. But when you have so many in the space of an hour, it's sort of the problem with last year, I think, was a lot of it got lost in the shuffle, and you had a hard time remembering what you saw by the end of the hour. But I think, expanding that definition of wholesome to meaning anything that sort of brings that emotion in you, like they showed what comes to mind, like Ash versus the Evil Dead game in Summer Games Fest a few days ago, and obviously that game is like very violent. There's dismemberment going all over the place. There's blood and stuff, but for someone who loves
demon, you're a dick.
Yeah, but for someone who loves the horror genre or who loves that movie and like grew up with that movie and that cast of characters, that's gonna be wholesome vibes for you. So I'm glad that like we could see lots of different types of things here, not just the typical bright cutesy indie. So most wholesome thing for me would be Crash Bandicoot. I don't know if that's gonna show up, but he is definitely a warm, colorful, fuzzy creature.
Okay, I think the key thing here is that they're showing indie games, and I'm not so sure that Crash is going to be considered an indie game.
Unless Activision sold the rights, in which case we go up a level up from wholesome to just ecstatic.
I'm not so sure that that's going to happen. I feel like Crash makes them a little bit too much money.
Yeah.
Well, no, yeah, I was gonna say nothing makes them money anymore except for Call of Duty because they murdered every other studio.
Well, true. Tim, how about you? What's a wholesome game that you've been playing or that you have played in the past?
So a wholesome game I am looking forward to seeing here, and this is a little big brain, is Silksong.
Oh my god.
Oh.
How dare you put that in my brain?
Really? Truly a wholesome game.
By the way, the disembodied voice that you might hear from time to time is John. He is helping us out on behind the scenes and trying to make sure that we stay for things. As soon as you said Silk Song, he took his mouse and slammed it down just like he does when he dies in Among Us. And that is his sign of, dang it. I just thought you should know. But yes, continue about Silk Song.
Just I feel like it's hard to argue that Hollow Knight is not a wholesome game despite some creepier tones. Um,
Yeah, that's fair.
because I feel like in a word, like a single word, that game can easily just be described as charming.
Very much so.
So
Yeah, I'm good with that.
I think like, well, I think something like a Nintendo Direct or something is a more likely place for it. I don't think it'd be impossible for it to show up someplace like this.
You make a good point with that. And Keith, how about you? What's a wholesome game that you are looking forward to or that you've played in the past? Can't be Final Fantasy because that's not an indie game.
And
Well,
can't be Breath of Fire either.
And no
shut up.
Breath of Fire, not an indie game.
Shut up. Capcom is a small studio. It's indie.
Sure, that's what we're going with.
So believe it or not, it's more recent in terms of everything announced. It was somewhat of an indie studio, but now they have been brought on by PlayStation.
Oh.
Team Asobi's. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, I
Asobi?
believe so. As far as I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah. Astro's Playroom was
Yeah, I can see
really,
that.
Definitely the most wholesome
Mm.
game I played on PS5 for sure.
yeah.
Even
It's
more
some-
so than Bug Snacks?
Yeah, because Bug Snacks had underlying tones that didn't sit well with me.
Ah.
uh, that is one of the more recent wholesome games. It's charming. It's a celebration of the PlayStation's legacy, essentially. A great platformer, great collectathon.
And great for starting friendly rivalries within Playhouse.
Mm-hmm.
And great for starting
Definitely.
friendly rivalries. Always. We got to get the rivalries, I mean, all the time.
Yeah. Just as we're talking, more games are coming to my brain. I went on a rant last night on Playhouse Live about the Tribeca Games Festival, and one of the games, they were all great games that were shown there, but one of the games that stood out to me was a game called Harold Halibut. It is an adventure game, point-and-click adventure game, where all the assets are handmade in sort of clay or painted or crafted. They're then scanned in to be 3D models, but everything looks like a stop-motion film, almost like an urban animation Wallace and Gromit style game. It looked very chill. The sort of premise behind it is that in the 1970s, it's sort of alternate history, they sent away this giant spaceship to colonize this new planet, and so you find yourself sort of stuck in the 70s, but with some sci-fi twists. So I think that nostalgia will sort of bring it into the wholesome vibes more. I'd love to see that here. And one of the things that the Tribeca Festival did really well is showcasing the studios behind the games as well, which I thought was really wholesome. There was a great showing for Kenna, and so I'd like to see a little bit of that. I know we have a lot to cover, so there might not be a whole lot of time for that, but I would like to see some behind the scenes studio stuff to sort of really get me in the wholesome mood.
Yeah, that would be really cool. And what was the name of that one?
Harold Halibut.
Something about a fish? Harold Halibut.
Yeah.
John and I actually got to watch a little bit of the Tribeca Festival this morning because we were out of town yesterday. And that one actually looks really cute. I know that there's another claymation stop motion game that's coming out, Vocabulantis. And I'm not gonna lie, Harold Halibut looks a little bit more wholesome. They both look really cute, though.
Yeah.
Honestly.
The one thing that's kind of like unsettling, I guess, about Harold Halibut is that because they're scanned in 3D models, you can't really do the weird claymation morphing. Like when you're working with Wallace and Gromit, you can literally just stretch the clay and do some emotive faces. With this, because they're 3D models, they can't really do that. So it's very blank facial expressions most of the time, and so that's a bit unnerving, I guess. But mostly wholesome.
Yeah, I can see that. That's a little bit much.
Also,
but
Tunic.
It happens.
I want more Tunic.
You and your tunic.
Mhm.
So, Finn, are you going to be rushing out to buy an Xbox so that you can play the demo on Tuesday for
My
Tunic?
brother has an Xbox and he is gone for the week. So I
Oh,
Get
will
on it then.
you're
I
lucky
will
there.
theft an Xbox to
You will theft an Xbox.
play some Tunic. I need that in my life. I don't understand why it's exclusive to Xbox, that demo, but hey,
And I was gonna
fair
say,
play.
isn't it funny that the one thing that Xbox actually has as an exclusive is just a demo for an indie game?
Yeah.
The one
That's
Xbox
what we
exclusive
know
to
of so
exist.
far.
Mhm. Yeah.
You have to remember, Xbox has not had uh their whole thing yet. Like, we won't get Xbox until tomorrow.
Mhm.
Well, and
So
I
we'll
just
find out.
mean in terms of anything we see tomorrow from Xbox is probably on PC.
Yeah.
But this demo isn't.
Ah,
Yeah.
So it's like the one true exclusive that Xbox actually has.
The demo I played a few
that
months ago was on Steam, so I don't know why. Maybe they're trying to lock down some sort of Xbox Game Pass deal for that game.
something. It's hard to say. But yeah, a game that I'm really looking forward to, and I have no idea when we'll hear about it next, is a game called Mineko's Night Market. It's this game where you play as this little girl who's like followed around by this giant white cat, and there are other cats in this too. They're smaller. The little girl can actually hold them. She can't hold the big cat. He's too big.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like a farming sim type thing. You can plant things and you can grow cats that way. I'm not entirely sure. This showed up at a Nindies Direct a couple years ago, and then I haven't heard anything about it since. So I don't know what the deal is, but I'm really hoping to hear about it, and I would love it if it got shadow dropped today. I'm just saying. I think that would be amazing. But yeah, one of the games that has actually been confirmed for today on Wholesome Games Twitter, which is a little bit of a strange Twitter account because it's at underscore Wholesome Games. So
Oof.
the underscore is at the beginning. Always throws
Huh.
me off.
Social media is a
I'm just
war
like, why
zone.
you gotta be like this? Yeah. But there is a game called uh, We We Are OFK, and it looks like a really cute game. It sounds like it's an indie pop band game, like it's introducing how the band was formed.
Yeah.
So I'm still trying to figure out if the band was already a thing and then they decided to make a game, or if they made the band for the game.
Yeah, I remember this being revealed. I can't remember if it was at a Wholesome Direct or a Nintendo thing, but
Yeah.
I remember them unveiling it like this is the band and the game and everything. We're unveiling them all at once, and like the band and the game, We Are OFK are like shared, and this is sort of a interactive album telling their story. I remember they did a performance. It might have been at Day of the Dev or something. I'm trying to remember, but I
I
believe they
think
did
it
like
was Day of the Devs.
like a
And
musical
yeah,
performance.
they have a single out so far.
Yeah.
And the only single is in the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think all
So
their music's going to be
I'm
in the game. I think that's the
yeah.
point.
Yeah, so I'm very interested to see how that comes about, if they continue making albums on their own, or if it's just like album and band only come with another game. Like, I don't know how this is gonna work, but I'm very interested. Plus the art style just looks super cute with it.
Yeah,
So,
definitely at
know,
these
we'll
kind
see
of
what happens.
showcases you can find games that are like experimental and going against the norms as it were. And so I'd like to see a lot of stuff like that today. Things that are doing weird stuff with games, really sort of stretching what the art form can do. And I feel like these little showcases that are not really designed to sell anything, more just to elevate games, I feel like are a good place for that.
Yeah. It's funny that you talk about selling things because I was in my research of Wholesome Games. I found out that this is a volunteer only group, so they are not making any money, but they do have some merch through the Letty through the Yeti. And all sales are going to benefit Rescue.org, which is an organization that responds to the world's worst humanitarian crises and helps refugees survive and rebuild their lives. Yeah, I just think that that's really cool that it's just a volunteer only thing.
Yeah. They were also promoting a bundle. I don't know if I think it's over now because
the Humble Bundle.
Yeah, there was a bundle
ended
for
at midnight.
Yeah, there was a bundle for that Wholesome Games were promoting. I don't know if they ran it, but it was for Palestinian Children's Relief Fund, and so love to see that. I love how they're using this platform that they built in just over a year time to go towards some good causes. So you love to see it.
Yeah, that was really cute that they did that. So yeah, yay! It's just about here. I'm so excited. This is like my Christmas in E3. I know that for the rest of you, like all of E3, Christmas has basically already happened because of Elden Ring. And Christmas already happened for me because of The Little Prince in Sky. But like this right here, this is Christmas in July. Christmas in the summer for me.
This is your meat and potatoes.
But what about second Christmas?
You know, I'm okay with second Christmas. Second Christmas also makes me happy. I'm not going to whine about it.
What about 11sies?
Tea time.
Oh, please. Have to.
Do you think we'll see that here today, Rose? The Sky Little Prince game? I feel like that would be a good fit.
I think it would be a great fit. I'm hoping to see it, and I would love to see a little bit more about it. But I'm really trying to not count on it because I don't want to be disappointed and sad.
There's a game I expect to see, but I don't want to see it here.
Oh?
There was like some game that was like a tiny, like almost chibi, like animal battle royale.
They hoodwinked us again, by the way. There's another countdown. It's 15 minutes away.
They had a countdown to a countdown.
Yeah, they did this last year. I don't think it's their fault. It's the YouTube Premiere system.
Yeah.
Actually, it works out because there was I didn't get to say it. There was a game shown last year. I think it was the last game they showed, and I wonder will it make a return here because I haven't heard anything more about it. It was their like one more thing called Hoa or Hua. I still don't know how to pronounce it, but it was just this little like leaf guy and just wandering up, and he looked real cute, and he looked tiny. And one of my big things in games, if you can show me a game where you're tiny in like a normal sized world, I always love that. I don't know why. Like games where you're like running around a living room and you're like a toy soldier or whatever. Love that stuff.
Like what was the GameCube one? Was it Super Chibi Robo?
Yeah.
Or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was Super Chibi Robo.
No, he should have played Mr. Mosquito.
Got some music going here. Good vibes.
This is super chill, and I love watching the soundboards when they do this setup. I don't know, just something hypnotizing about it. It's like watching a fire to me. It's just like all the pretty lights, a little bit of sound to go along with it. It's fantastic.
MIDI boards are cool.
So
yeah.
I didn't get to speak of it because some might not consider it wholesome, but there is a game on the PS2 called Okage Shadow King, and it's an RPG that makes fun of RPGs in a way. And you play as a mute main character, of course, and your shadow gets possessed by the Demon King Stan, and he wants to be the only Demon King around, so you go around defeating other Demon Kings, which basically turns the evil guy turns the bad guy into a good guy, essentially.
I'm looking up the cover art right now. I'm pretty sure I saw this thing in A Hat in Time. This little shadow creature. He reminds me of one of the bosses.
That's what I keep. I tagged a long time ago, back when A Hat in Time was first really getting started, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, this reminds me of Demon King Stan from Okage Shadow King, and they never respond.
Oh.
Yeah, that's straight up Snatcher.
That's not wholesome.
Oh.
I wonder if we'll break the streak today because as by my count, Sable has been at every single conference so far. So I wonder, might it show up here as well?
Yeah.
It was weird. It was really radio silence for years in that game, and they're just doing a massive blowout, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, let me check the notes right quick.
What do you think? Are we gonna hear the song again?
Yeah, Japanese breakfast seems to be contractually obligated to show up whenever this game is shown, so I guess she's here too.
So
So
something that
now it'll
makes
be
me
the
laugh about
From
her.
Home edition.
Hmm.
Something that
Mhm.
makes me laugh. I looked her up on Twitter. She's Korean.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Uh,
I was just like,
so,
you know what? Why not?
speaking of Wholesome, you know what's gonna probably show up today?
Go ahead.
1 Point Campus or 2 Point Campus
2 Point Campus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it will.
again.
I think I saw that in their Twitter feed. And I'm pretty sure I saw Sable as well, so I think we're gonna see it.
Another game that has shown up pretty much everywhere.
God,
Let's see.
both of them.
Uh,
They're just gonna keep on going.
just because we spoke about Tunic earlier, that other game that sort of reminds me of Tunic, where you're playing as the little bird creature, Death's Door, I believe. That could be something that shows up here. Love to see that.
I love how Finn brings up a game so that he can reference it later.
Mhm.
I see you being sneaky.
Death's Door. I actually signed up to get the beta or the demo for it for influencers.
Ooh,
Nice.
Full game. I'm just letting everyone know.
early access.
Keep an ear out for that, guys. We might be doing something with Death's Door.
Neat.
Tim, any chance of unbeatable here? Played the demo last night, loved it.
I think that there could be a chance. I'm surprised at like how little visibility that game has had, because as far as like truly public spheres, a couple days ago was the first time I'd ever actually seen it promoted anywhere.
Yeah. I think it is because people have been wary of late of Kickstarters and getting in too early on the Kickstarter tree and hyping things up that maybe don't live up to its promise or don't end up coming out at all. So yeah. I think Star
Speaking
Citizen
of-
ruined it for everyone.
Yeah. Not speaking of Kickstarters. Like 2-3 years ago, I helped kickstart a game called Hazelnut Bastille. I'm still waiting on more information on that. I'm in their Discord. I'm on their Kickstarter page, and I haven't heard jack.
Yeah.
I heard-
So
Go ahead.
back when conventions were still a thing,
Mm.
sometimes at certain conventions you could get, mystery bags. And I bought a mystery bag, and I was like happy, but at the same time disappointed that I got one of the worst kickstarted games of all time in that mystery bag.
Mighty
It's the
number
Mighty
9.
Number 9.
Oh no.
I
Oh,
still have not touched
no.
this yet.
Is it still in the wrapper?
No.
Oh.
But yeah. So a relic of horrible Kickstarters past.
Yeah. Another Kickstarter game that really is now wholesome to me because it's bringing back nostalgia from an old Konami title of the Suikoden series is Eiyuden Chronicle, which I think they only asked for not too much, but they made over like $5-6 million on their
Wow.
Kickstarter. Let me actually Google that right quick.
Well, he's doing that. I feel this is something, Rose, you could answer, and if you can't, then John might be able to find it. But Cal's asking what happened to Goodbye Volcano High. Oh, John's saying it's still slated for
Gotcha,
2021.
Yeah, I looked it up. It
Still
seems like it's
slated for
still.
this year.
Yeah.
Thank you for finding that out, John.
I was completely and totally wrong.
Okay.
They asked for 53,808 yen.
Hmm.
Oh,
They
okay,
made
so
over,
pull zeros off of that.
That makes that.
and they made 481 million yen.
Wouldn't that be a great Kickstarter for an indie game? Like, we want $100 million.
I mean, the Eiyuden Chronicle team was actually also helped by the guy who made Igavania, or Castlevania, Kogi Igarashi. He helped them get their Kickstarter going and told them about all the troubles and the goals and stuff you need to set for their Kickstarter, and I think that's one of the reason why it's pretty successful, especially since Igarashi did do Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, which is a pretty alright successor to the Castlevania series.
I'm just
Yeah,
thinking. Go ahead.
Bloodstain's getting a sequel, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think so.
Or
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, that is a surprisingly successful Kickstarter because even in the first kickstarting of it, it got multiple games launched out of that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, Curse of the Moon and all that stuff, yeah. I'm just thinking, like, every conference I've seen so far, no matter whether they're good or bad, they all have, like, something that other press conferences can learn from. I think having a live music performance during your countdown is something that every press conference should have, because this is setting the tone perfectly. I love this. So chill.
I kind of wish, Sonic should have started their press conference with some butt rock.
and it's funny because despite the fact that that is basically the generation I grew up with, I could do without the butt rock.
Yeah.
Listen here, young whippersnapper.
You grew up with the generation before that generation. If anyone should be the one looking for the chip tune chemical plant jams, it should be you, not me.
There's so
I
many
have a-
words in there.
I have a very eclectic. I don't know. I'm using
Eclectic.
words that yes.
Eclectic.
I don't know if we want to
I
talk
love
about it
music.
on this pre-show, but some breaking news. There's been another Ubisoft leak.
No.
I didn't even know there was one
Another one?
yet.
Oh, so Mario and Rabbids
Yeah.
got leaked.
Yeah,
Yes,
Yeah.
Mario and
yeah.
Rabbids
Never mind. Yeah, I
2.
saw that earlier.
Alright,
Yeah, I forgot about that.
The other one is now Rocksmith Plus apparently will be announced today as an interactive music learning subscription service, and closed
no.
PC beta starts today. So I gotta add that
Okay.
to my notes for the pre-show, I
Pay
guess.
per song.
So
You're gonna have to pay per song. It's like $100 per song for you to learn how to play.
do you want to know
Anyway-
why this irritates me so much?
Go ahead.
Other than it's Ubisoft.
Because it gives them more reason to keep selling their absurdly overpriced I think it's 3.5 millimeter jack that most big audio electronics use.
Mhm.
What our mixers would use, what guitars use for amplifiers, all that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
So they're 3.5 to USB. That adapter that you use to plug your guitar into your computer, Xbox, PS4, they charge like $40 for that cable. And this is just going to give them more excuse to keep doing that.
Yeah. Look, when in doubt, find a way to make more money. I feel like
Profits.
That's and that's the thing. It's not just Ubisoft that feels that way.
Yeah.
So I'm not trying to just call them out.
Just the way they talk about it here, I wonder will it even be mentioned in the Ubisoft Forward today? Because it's like, this isn't a game. This is a whole other thing.
Yeah, this is a learning service.
Yeah.
Equivalent to cool math games.
So the question is, do you pay Ubisoft or do you go to Masterclass and learn from Carlos Santana?
I'd rather learn from Carlos Santana.
Oh, Ubisoft, of course. Like, who would want to learn from Carlos Santana? I'm sorry, who? Is he as famous as, like, BTS?
That's like
my
my
God.
nephew. That's like my nephew talking about what's his name?
Apparently, I'm dead to John.
Lil Nas. My nephew was talking about
Lil
Lil
Nas
Nas.
X?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah, Lil Nas X.
he was talking about like how brave he is because he's gay, and I was like, okay, well, no,
Wait.
cool on that, but that doesn't make him like super special. And he's like, name one more gay musician.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
honey.
pretty wholesome.
Oh, honey. That's amazing. I love that.
Yeah. Sorry, I completely deviated the conversation with that Ubisoft stuff. We can talk about that in the pre-show
Oh,
for
yeah,
that.
no
That's coming up afterwards.
Yeah.
Yes, by the way, stay
Uh,
on Playhouse Live all day long. We will be here talking
yeah.
about video games all day. Hey.
Yeah, a lot happening today.
And
By
I've
the way,
only
I
had
was-
2 hours of sleep. Oh.
Hey.
I was converting it while we were having those conversations. So for those numbers for Uden, in USD they wanted about 490,000,
Mhm.
and they made 4.4 million just about.
How much does Star Citizen get? It's a ridiculous amount, right?
Look, Star Citizen has gotten an absurd amount of money selling those ships.
Yeah.
And it still isn't out. After 5 years.
Oh, they're trying though.
They normally get a little check-in around E3, like, oh, Star Citizen, it's still trailers dropping, I guess. This music is really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I keep on getting distracted by it. I'm just like,
Yeah, he pulled out.
lights and sound. This is
I can't
fun.
remember what that is because it's not a launch pad. That's a different kind of mini pad, and I can't remember its name now.
Yeah. Oh, but did you guys notice that this is OFK? So this is going to be in the We Are OFK game.
Yeah, what a great showcase to get people hyped. Just like playing your music.
So cute. Just everything about it is so wholesome, and it just makes me happy.
Gives me Anamanaguchi vibes.
Yeah, I can see that.
20 seconds to go.
Oh, and sorry, I did get the size on that cable wrong. By the way, it's 6.5 millimeter.
I can't believe you got it wrong.
Yeah, you know what? We're ending the
So
stream.
disappointed.
We apologize. We'll see you
We
guys
have to
later.
end
Bye.
all of Playhouse. We've gotten one detail wrong. I can't believe this.
There we go.
Oh yeah, chiptunes, here we go.
So how many times in this call have we seen this trailer?
5.
Yeah.
I still love the music to it though.
Oh yeah.
Welcome back to Wholesome Direct, a celebration of wholesome games. My name is Jenny Wyndham, and I am joined by my co-hosts Victoria Tran and Derek Fields.
Sit back and relax as we bring you exclusive footage from 75 wholesome games.
75.
Remember, if you see any games you love today, head over to wholesomegames.com.
The number
to get all the
increased.
info and find out how you can support the developers.
I don't know how we're gonna
All
keep
right, let's
notes
get
on
started.
75 games.
This is what John is here for.
This is why we have so many people in this call.
Wait, a game with a laugh track?
Canned laughter, here we go.
What?
Bird problems?
I wonder if their dialogue choices, like different things you say, will get a different reaction from the crowd.
Has anyone ever tried to make a sitcom game?
Not to my knowledge.
A sitcom narrative game.
All right.
What channel is that coming on?
Art style already has me interested on
Breakalip
this.
is a mysterious
pixel
adventure
art
game
always
where you
gets me.
explore a strange town by following trails of light. During your journey, you'll help the residents of this town by using items illuminated by the light to progress the story.
Okay, using the game developer tool of light leads your progression. Nice.
Very pretty.
This is
Knacko.
super Paper Mario looking.
Yeah. I believe we saw this last Wholesome Direct. Snacko. Yeah. Remember that name.
A farming cat venture, 2022. I keep forgetting like 2022 is 6-7 months off.
Yeah, it feels like the future.
I mean, 2020 never happened.
Right?
Is that flying axolotl?
Oh, look at that pig.
Is that a pigacorn?
Did all the indie devs just think they either thought Pokemon Snap would be like the new big trend, or that it would fail and that they would need a replacement? Because I've seen like 3 Pokemon Snap clones.
So long as it's not Temtem.
Either that or they just
Yeah, Temtem
either that
Snap.
or they just all had the same idea. Like
Mhm.
2-3 years ago when they started developing games, they were just like, you know what? Let's do something with photos.
Yeah. Not unheard of.
Oh my god, it's angry.
No.
Oh, it's available now.
Wow.
Go on to Steam right now.
Shadow Drop.
Yes.
First one of the day.
Any game like taking photos and slapping
Thank you,
on a
John, for playing
filter,
support,
slapping
because
on
I can't keep
stickers.
up.
I'm into it. I'm into it.
Hi, I'm Annie.
And I'm Lucas, and we are
Max Inferno. And we're very excited to introduce to you our tidy puzzle game, A Little to the Left.
It's a game where you stack, sort, and organize things into just the right spot.
Yep. Wait.
Speaking my
Does that look
language.
good to you? Ah. It's okay, I can fix it.
So, OCD simulator.
Yeah.
Isn't that just Resident Evil 4 though?
Oh, this is gonna be so cathartic.
I don't know where I can actually do this.
Oh my god, this game's gonna trigger so many people! And not in the bad
How
way.
satisfying it is.
John, I can see John over there reacting to that.
Oh, Ublis check-in.
Oh, Ublis, yeah.
Oh.
Still in early access, I believe. It's got arcade machines, huh? I need to play this game. I bought it.
Play it. Let us know how it is. Oh god, I think it's actually stacked like that.
Right?
Port forward. I didn't.
We're
Was
just
that
getting
always a
started,
subtitle
but
for it?
I'd love to
No,
take a
that's-
moment
that's
to
just the
introduce
update
our
title.
collaboration
No,
with
that's
the
the-
International Rescue Committee.
DLC.
There are now more than 80 million refugees and displaced people around the world who have been forced out of their homes.
The IRC provides emergency aid and long-term support to refugees and those displaced by war, persecution, or natural disasters.
We've partnered with the Yeti to offer some limited time Wholesome Direct merch, like this incredible 3D acrylic stand, as well as a t-shirt featuring games from today's event. $5 from every product sold goes to the International
Oh, God.
Rescue Committee.
While wholesome games often show us what a kinder world can look like, we hope this reminds you
Yeah,
to
that
never
is
forget
really
the
cool.
suffering in our own
I
world
love that
and what
shirt.
we can do to help.
If you'd like to learn more, you can visit
I just love your
rescue.org
notes,
/Wholesome
Rose.
Games or follow @rescue.org
OCD
on Twitter.
That's what I'm here for.
Cast spells, be
Hello.
queer, and crash the biggest concert of the year.
Hello.
Spirit Swap is an action puzzle game set in a lush, narrative-driven world of witchy demons. Swap to the beat as you reassemble lost spirits, enjoy the lo-fi soundtrack, decorate your bedroom, and hang with friends.
I
think
got
that's the
something
first
about
time
that.
I think that's the first time I've heard of like swapping, like a swap game that's also rhythm related.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Behind the Frame is a narrative-driven puzzle game.
Oh no, not egg cracking.
What's your beef with egg cracking?
Features a unique painting.
Have you
mechanic,
played Kingdom Hearts 3?
No, you know I
and
haven't.
a totally custom soundtrack.
There's a mini game where you have to move the control sticks at just the right place to crack an egg, and I
Okay.
can't do it.
Well, this looked much simpler. With that art, though.
Very Ghibli Miyazaki. That
The studio
I'm Megan Fox, lead developer on Skateboard. Skate games have a history of being input dense and using every button on the gamepad and requiring rapid inputs to boot. Skateboard is no exception, as you can see here, but I wanted to see if I could.
Are we okay with hot takes at the Wholesome Gaming Direct?
I started looking at ways of reducing buttons.
I did not like what I played of Skateboard.
I heard that it did not
The easiest one
control
was
well.
auto push on Ollie. Hold Ollie down, you go forward. Even classic skate games did this one, but it helps avoid
It was
input
very early on when I played it. I hope there's
After
been
that, I wanted
some
to try and
changes.
reduce how much your right hand
But it is releasing in
moves.
August,
So I started by
so
merging grind and
we'll see
ollie.
how that works out.
Normally pulling off a grind requires moving your hand from the bottom of the gamepad face all the way to the top. But now it's just an easy double tap of the bottom button. Add in the option that slows the game down, being able to grab or kickflip with just one button too, and hopefully anyone will be
A
able
lot
to
of
have fun
accessibility
skateboarding
controls
preferred
for
when
people who
Skateboard
are,
releases.
like me, are not very button intuitive.
Yeah.
Here Comes Nico is the cozy 3D platformer for tired people.
Look at those animations.
Oh, this is different to the little demon girl one.
What we're seeing now
But it's
is
the
a
same
showcase of some of the
style.
friendly, quirky characters you'll meet in the game.
Loud Stag. Love that name. Terrific.
We're guinea pigs, stupid.
Terrific.
Did I mention your boss is a frog?
Wizard frog. Frogagus. Hogus Crogus. I like the vibe this frog's laying down.
Here comes Nico.
I mean, it's a very...
I'm Saffron, and I'm the creative director at Kitten Cup Studio. We're making Pico a cozy tea-making simulator where you run a tea house in a town full of cats.
I'm
We're
listening.
really excited for you to see what we've been working on, and we hope that if you love tea and cats as much as we do, that you'll come check us out.
Oh my god.
Pico is a cute cat-filled tea-making simulation game about taking the time for self-care and connecting with the things that make you happy.
The question is, will this calm Finn or will this trigger him
As the
because they're
town's
not
newest
making tea
resident and
correctly?
tea house owner,
Did
in
you
the
know what
traditional
is the most
fashion?
concerning thing? I have a weird thing where I dislike cats standing on their hind legs. It freaks me out. They shouldn't do that.
They're plotting something. Them chickens
Cats
are up
are
to
always
something.
plotting.
Meet Meredith Weiss,
Cats are
a
always
hard-working
plotting
career
something. Let's
woman
be
in the
very
big
clear on
city,
that.
1986. She decides to take a break and goes back to her hometown to become a
Oh,
mail
this is the
carrier.
meal game.
Oh, this is going to be a
Hardly
very
chore,
cathartic and relaxing
driving a
game.
mail
This is gonna
truck
be good.
around
This is
such
gonna be real good.
magnificent scenery. Meeting people is also part of the job. Some of them are familiar.
Very
many
fire
are new.
watching.
Some of them are friendly. Some are very busy. Some are happy. Some seem happy. Some like cats. Well,
See, it's a very
others
cathartic
just
game
want
until
their
you get to
mail.
the one person's house that
And
owns a
some of
dog.
them, she
And
gets
then
got
it
a
turns
roll
into a
from it, yeah.
horror game.
That'd be a great minigame. They should have that.
Who knows what will
Run away
happen
as
in
fast as
2
you can.
weeks?
Either that or bring
Meredith
dog
might even
treats.
change a few lives, including her own.
And I love how your notes on that last one is just hind-legged cats.
Ooh, what's this?
September 1st.
Loving some sprite work.
It's funny because I know it's not, but the character just immediately reminds me of Cooking Mama.
God dang it. Now I can't unsee it.
Well, I was gonna say Stardew Valley, but I didn't see that.
Oh, you even
Oh,
cook.
yeah.
Oh no. This is Cooking
The-
Mama.
The general art style I see Stardew Valley, but the character's actual design I just can't help but see Cooking Mama.
You walk up to one of these foxes and they tell you about how this game implements blockchain.
Hey, look, another cat on its hind legs.
No, I think that was an otter.
Otters I'm okay with. Otters can do whatever they
Oh.
want. They're hard
This-
workers.
I will see you
If
there.
they want to stand
So
on their
much
hind
so
legs
that
on the
I'm
day
excited
off, they
for it.
can.
All the little characters in their names, especially, were they're just a cute touch already.
Yokai Inn is definitely going to be a Gaijin Goomba game.
Those were definitely words.
YouTube creator who does Japanese history
A
and
lot,
stuff like that.
yeah, a lot of analysis about the accuracy of like Japanese history and its representation in games.
These are going by so quick.
I seriously can't see turtles anymore without just hearing
Dude.
Another cat standing on its hind legs.
Playhouse Atlas is a grand adventure on
so
an uncharted
distressed right
planet.
They're everywhere, man.
Now you play as one.
Everyone get your hind-legged cat gifts
Because
ready.
if they're standing on their hind legs, you know their claws are free to attack. That's what concerns me.
Unique characters.
He is at hyphenated on Twitter. Please find your favorite hind-legged cat. And
Block,
You know, Finn.
I'll block every one of you. I'm not scared. Come on.
Finn, if you have the coin,
Oh no, Kickstarter.
Animal Crossing?
Oh, what was this game called? You're
no, I
saving
think
an
this is the
arcade.
battle royale. Oh, okay.
No, yeah, you're saving this arcade from something.
Neat.
Okay, because the I almost thought it was that battle royale I was talking about because it has a very similar kind of 3D art style to it.
Oh no. It has the drifting minigame, Tim. You're gonna play it now.
I still haven't even played inertial drift.
No,
That takes priority.
Yeah.
So, question: in a world like this, would a Chuck E. Cheese have humans in it as the animatronics?
Yeah.
Scariest thing I could think of right now. Thank you so much.
Just uncanny valley humans.
Oh, key 3.
The team behind Letters of Written Adventure.
The game is about Sarah, a young girl from Switzerland who's writing letters to her pen friend. Thanks to these letters, she's able to communicate her feelings, hopes, and dreams.
As the game progresses and Sarah gets older, there will be different sides to the story for you to discover, depending on the words that you chose.
I've never seen a more Rose game in my life.
Oh, this looks adorable.
You're just editing.
Follow the life of Sarah through all the good times and bad times.
Are you calling me out?
I'm calling you out.
Ways to fight monsters and
This
use the
town ain't
power
big
of
enough for
this
two
nostalgic
of
pen pal
us.
adventure. Look for it later this year on Steam and also
Hey,
Nintendo
look,
Switch.
Cats.
That top one was on its hind legs.
No, it wasn't. Shut up. They're all fine cats.
On a cold Christmas night.
Oh, is this
Stuck
hot
at home in
pot.
a foreign country. That's okay though.
Now
You'll
I'm
get through it
curious
by cooking
if
a hot
in
dish
Finn's
intended for
world
6
cats
people.
don't dance.
Oh, the cat's musical must be
Hot
horrifying
Pot for
for
one
it.
is a
Yes.
short experience about the
Is it
bitterness
not
of
horrifying
good
for
times
you?
and the sweet comfort of food that keeps us going.
I don't know. The rum
It
tum tugger
is,
kind of scares
but
me.
for other reasons. Yeah, that's fair. Oh, hot pot for one.
I love hot pot.
I've never had
Traverse
it.
the grove as a guardian grape. Protect friends, gather precious materials, and repair social ties and
That's
another
structures
one that
by
has
bringing the
shown
community
up
of each village
everywhere.
together as they
Shown up
Serial
everywhere and
offender.
Yeah. Repeat offender.
Yeah.
guide Concord's
That being said,
restoration
that is
efforts
great
and
marketing
earn the trust of the
strategy.
community.
People have to see your product like 7 different times before they really remember it.
Mhm.
So I understand. But holy crap!
Tracks
We didn't
of
even get
Thought
a
is an
release date on that
RPG
one?
shaped by your own
No,
personality.
I don't think it has one.
Oh, this is cute.
Find common ground in
Oh no,
card-based
it's a
battles
card
and
battler
overcome
now.
pitfalls together.
I understand why it's so widely used. It's such
Ready to
a
confront yourself?
easy way to
Simple.
just like play with mechanics
Be
and
sure
just
to catch the
iterate.
demo on Steam right
Yeah.
now.
I just
Hi
wish
everyone,
some people
I'm
wouldn't
Michelle
go that
Olsen,
route.
the game director of Beasts of Maravilla Island. Beasts of Maravilla
This is another
Island is a
Pokemon
game
Snap
about
game.
discovering
I remember this one.
extraordinary creatures, learning their behaviors, and most importantly, photographing their majesty. My team and I are so excited for you to meet all of Maravilla Island's magical inhabitants and see the amazing photos that you take.
Embark on your adventure in the hidden magic jungles of Maravilla Island. Assume the role of an aspiring wildlife photographer armed with her grandfather's camera and a field guide of Maravilla Island. Explore, discover extraordinary creatures, interact with them in
Finally,
their
a
natural
Pokemon
habitat,
Snap-like game
and
where you're
photograph
not
the
on rails.
enchanting, unique behaviors
I was
you
about
witness.
to comment on that actually.
You're completely, free from everything.
On your journey through the magic jungles, you'll climb, explore,
Well, now it's
and
just
solve
Breath of the
puzzles
Wild.
with the island's flora and fauna.
God, thinking
define
everything
and
I had
photograph
doesn't.
its
Oh my
fabulous
god.
Yeah, I believe this game is already out
Match
as
the
well.
water crocodile.
But is it a
Be
bad
the
thing to
wingman
be
for a
able
love-struck bird monkey
to mash
and
up
discover the
Pokemon
favorite
Snap and
hiding
Breath of the
spots
Wild?
of birds disguised as bananas.
I don't know, I don't.
Project Arceus.
I just fear for a game that has Pokemon Snap mechanics but doesn't have the actual Pokemon to back it up. You know what I mean? Like, are people gonna love the banana bird thing?
Yeah, no, I am one who was in the camp of I never played Pokemon Snap as a kid. So I felt that what was driving that was the Pokemon property and nostalgia.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This time we have some exclusive.
Like, you just have to look at the Pokemon Go clones that didn't have Pokemon in them and how well they did. You know what I mean? Like the Ghostbusters, like even that.
I didn't even know that those existed.
Yeah, no, there's a Ghostbusters one. Obviously, Witcher has their one going soon.
This is home to
Minecraft AR doesn't even make it.
as you match each
But then
of
for
them to
people
their
like me
own
who didn't
clan
really get
or
into
lineage,
Pokemon, then
they will
that's kind
become
of
the
more what
curious
they're made
moving
for.
platforms.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like I get to look more at what art style I want to do instead of just, oh, I know all these Pokemon. Let me get pictures of them.
Oh, this one's cute.
different
That's
Yeah,
all you
this
need.
is Hoa. This is the one I was talking about.
Since
Oh,
last
no.
year at Wholesome Direct,
This is the one they showed at the very end of last year's Wholesome Direct. It's called Hoa.
now that she's almost
Hoa.
ready to
I don't know
meet
how to,
everyone,
but it's
I
HOA.
would like to say thank you for being all the while supportive and kind. Today we are really happy to announce that Hoa will be coming to you guys on the
Hoa.
21st of August,
Close.
2020.
Hey, nice.
We cannot wait for everyone to join this journey, and see you then. Bye-bye.
Coming to all major systems. That's neat.
3, 2, 1, 1, 0. Okay, here we go.
I know that feeling.
I'm Itsumi.
Yeah.
I play piano when I can get someone to actually pay me.
Itsu, this house has lawn games. Did you see?
Luca! Hey, it's my friend Luca. Luca is the planet Saturn because he's far away, and Carter is a shooting star because they have long sweaters
God,
and
that was
do-wishes.
cool. That jacket.
Exactly. Thank you, Itsu. This is Jay. Jay is scary, but in a hot way, and is also a genius, but for your ears.
Oh, this is We Are Okay. It took me a while to tune in there.
A different look. Yeah. Yeah.
What you doing?
Morning.
Everyone in Los Angeles is mourning something. Glad to have you with us.
Strider's asking about Goodbye Volcano High as well. I guess there are a lot more people interested in that game than I thought.
I don't really know what I even want to say. With
Yeah, I was
music,
gonna say, I don't know
something to say.
if that might show up as something like this. I don't know how it works with the sort of PlayStation marketing tie-in, whether they're allowed to show off anything.
It looks very good, but definitely not a game for me.
Wishlist now.
This is very much a game for me, though.
It's very much a game I'll watch Couch Capades do.
For those just joining,
If
we'd
on
like
YouTube
to
or
remind you
live.
of our collaboration with the International Rescue Committee.
More than 80 million people are uprooted by crisis worldwide. That's the highest number ever recorded.
I should have filled my
The
gallon
RC
before I
helps
get
people
started.
survive, recover, and gain control of their future.
We've partnered with the Yeti to offer limited time, wholesome direct items like this incredible 3D acrylic stand, as well as a t-shirt featuring games from today's event. $5 from every product sold goes to the International Rescue Committee.
If you'd like to learn more, you can visit rescue.org/wholesomegames or follow @rescueorg on Twitter. Thanks for your support.
Get to build a house.
I thought I recognized this game at first, but no, it's something else.
Oh no, another game where I can't draw a straight line even with a tool.
full-on mood right there. Oh, look, you can do curved walls. You're fine then.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it looks easier to draw a curved line in that game than in Photoshop. Oh, this is nice.
Yeah.
Can I just live here?
Okay, I want to point out that John has put in that this is Animal Crossing for humans. Real life.
Oh, that was very funny.
Para lives.
Oh,
Oh, look at
kiwis.
Jeff and Deborah. Oh.
Yeah, they run a post office, I think. Yeah, look at
Oh,
this.
this is Kiwi.
Uh-huh. Seems chaotic in a good way.
Uh-huh.
Takes 2 kiwis to do the job.
So cute. I'm okay with that.
I think
We
they're
need a
going for
kiwi
that
as
sort of overcooked feel where you're never gonna like be on top of everything,
Hi,
but
I'm
that's the
Trent,
fun.
and this is my grandma.
Hi.
And we're here to show you a trailer for my new game, Walk with Yaya. It's about walking your grandma around the neighborhood after she's had a scary fall, and you're trying to build her confidence back up. What did you think about the trailer, Gaga?
Now that's a wholesome
If your
concept.
grandma likes something, that
Mhm.
means it's good.
So cute.
games about grandparents and, you know, elderly relatives.
They could put
really
this in a play date.
Mhm.
Now, I get the concept behind the game. Am I going to be annoyed with the grandma after but 2 hours?
Will
God
I
dang
be
it, Grandma.
annoyed with the walking speed?
Like, I know you're not my grandma. Like, hurry up. Come on, I feel no sympathy for you anymore.
Look it up, Grandma. We gotta work those hips.
The world's most classic escort mission.
Childhood memories through puzzles and letters that her grandmother left for her. Everything in Dordogne is hand-painted on paper before being brought to life in game.
Another
Throughout the
game with
adventure,
a
you will help Mimi build a journal
interesting
with
art
the photos,
style
sounds,
based
and
on
the words you will
scanning
find.
in real life,
Before long,
you know,
Mimi's
pictures.
journal will be full of
I mean,
memories of the
Fantasian
summers
did
she
it
will
in a
have spent
whole
with her grandmother in Dordogne.
whole extreme way, but this is nice and
A
simple.
nostalgic adventure.
Good to see indie
Dordogne
developers
is
doing it.
brimming with feeling and heart. Help Mimi see once again through the eyes of the little girl who marveled at everything.
I do love where we're at a point now where it takes me like at least 30 seconds to distinguish if a game is 2D or 3D.
We can't wait to show you more.
Oh, absolutely.
That was gorgeous. Yeah, I got little chills watching that. That was so
That was
nice.
cool.
It's like you get to take pictures, but also, you know how when you have childhood memories and sometimes there's like sounds that you really like, and I like
Right.
that you get to like also use sounds in your scrapbook. That's really, really cool.
This looks familiar.
It really does. But let's be honest, half the people are familiar.
I mean, yeah.
Breath of the Wild piano.
I was gonna say Breath of the Wild, but you're a lizard.
Does that mean that you don't have an actual status gauge because lizards can just climb up?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
He gets to the end of this temple and there's just a person standing there and he starts talking about how much he can save you on your car insurance. Like, we never knew what this guy had to go through before, but damn.
I don't know whether to love or hate you, Finn.
I was about to ask if it was actually a gecko. Yes, it is a gecko.
Yeah, it's a gecko. Come on.
Sweet Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
What's this?
Airships. I'm a fan.
Music by... Oh! Snail's House. Okay. I love Snail's House music.
Did I tell you guys that they're bringing back blimps?
To repair her beloved airship in a
What?
mysterious
Like in real life?
What?
Like they're
Why?
proposing airships to fly from Liverpool to Belfast here for like short-term travel, and it's just a blimp.
Oh.
It's the Hindenburg. It looks awesome.
Haven't we learned our lesson?
Maybe you shouldn't make that comparison.
Suddenly, they're not planning to use the blimps anymore.
That's what I mean. If I'm making that comparison, like, be the only
This
one.
is a beautiful game.
In 2021.
Yeah, it looks gorgeous.
This looks really cute.
I would get it just for the music from Snail's House.
I like running around as a fox. Nature's better when you're a fox.
Novels, of course. My personal favorites are Austen and Eliot.
I live to see the smiles of others. That includes yours.
Another visual novel.
I like to win.
My wife's mountain tongue.
I really love dinosaurs.
The mornings that Tommy and I eat breakfast together are my favorite.
Please be happy. Demo available now.
And it's like Dream Daddy, except you choose your wife.
Wait, doesn't that just make it a normal visual novel then?
Yeah, it's...
No.
I mean, most visual novels now you can choose guy or girl, which I think that's really cute. I like the art style in this.
Fun.
Leap into battle cakes and forge the path of a cupcake.
Battle
world that you
cakes?
create.
You play as cupcakes? What?
Explore Pasteleria, an enchanted kingdom that's jam-packed.
Dude,
full
just
of
wait till you
magic,
run into the
mystery, and
Japanese
many
sweets
friends
gang.
you'll meet
Do you
along
guys
the
have
way.
Colin the Caterpillar cakes over there?
What?
No? Is that just a reference lost on all of you? Okay. So, there are these cakes you get that look like cute little caterpillars, and I hope that's a boss in this game, is what I was trying to say.
I'll tell you all about Pinefall.
Dude, you'll run into the
It used to
Daifuku
be
Daimao.
such a great spot.
God damn it.
Charming.
Bless you.
And beautiful. Now, it's a dump. No wonder nobody steps foot in this place anymore. You'd have to go out there and clean up the joint.
Oh, you play as a bird.
Get some new furniture and remodel everything. And even
We
after
Bear
all
Bears the
that,
game.
you'd still
Where's the
need
rest
to
of the
take care
Berenstein
the
Bears?
critters, dredge the swamp, and throw out all the garbage.
Mr. Bear.
Oh, and you probably should do something about whatever's lurking out there.
Bear and breakfast.
Bear and brick. God dang it.
Or a hawk.
Oh, this is Moonglow Bay, I think. Oh, maybe not.
Kermit?
Hello, Kermit the Frog here. Let me tell you about my new game.
I love the way he's animated, though.
Yeah, really good.
Oh, it's in France.
Yeah, Rose is interested.
Look, I was already interested in Dordogne, and you all missed it.
Ah, yes, the avant-garde French artist. Misunderstood. Underrepresented.
Look, you could have just said French artist.
We need to get this game for Flask.
Yeah.
Don't pick up a frog, you're gonna get warts.
You sound so concerned for her.
Look, having a wart removed is no fun.
Put down the frog! She can't hear you now.
No.
She has her AirPods in.
No code. Don't forget to lick it.
Oh. Well, okay, that took a turn.
Yeah, you made assumptions about this society. In this world, the frogs are king.
King Croak.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Evalia, member of the Co-op Lusitels. What you just saw is the reveal of our first game, Sally. If you'd like to know more about it, make sure to
They have
follow
the
us at
extra
Lusitels
credits
and join us on YouTube for our new series,
game
Game Dev
plush
Days.
over there. I
See you
appreciate
soon.
that.
In Rainbow Billy,
You start your journey in Star Harbor, a peaceful island in the world of imagination. Until suddenly, the Leviathan awakes from his slumber and curses the world to black and white.
I was about to say it. It was a little bit too colorful before. I'm on the dragon side in this one.
I was about to say it's just about as well animated as the Cuphead show.
Oh.
Like Eggins.
We don't bring
Not
that
say
up.
that it's poorly animated.
No,
but
yeah.
Their missing colors are revealed, and with the help of your friends, they're fully restored to their whimsical selves. Billy's new friends join the adventure and have a new home aboard Friendship. Take care of your new friends by feeding them
Why is every
gummy
game
fish
obsessed
to
with
strengthen
fishing?
your bond.
I mean, fishing is a mini game in many games because it is somewhat simple and recognizable to everyone. You know the concept of fishing.
Plus, it's usually pretty calming. Minus Stardew Valley. Fishing in Stardew sucks.
This one I am on board with. This is another game similar to the
taking possessions out of boxes and learning
yeah,
about
the
someone's
clean up
life
one. This
over
is
a
just
series of
unpacking
moves.
different rooms.
I will also say, better to be obsessed with actually
living by
fishing
yourself this
rather
time,
than to
so it's
sell
up to you
like
to
your
figure
entire
out how to fit in.
first-person shooter on the fish AI.
What?
Like Call of Duty did that a few years back, right?
Yeah, Call of Duty Ghosts. And then Payday made an achievement called something about fish AI for throwing a bag of cocaine in the water.
Pot is a cooking game with a focus on creativity. Cook freely with a wide range of ingredients and explore plating styles in various traditional kitchens.
What is that? That's only the second cooking game we've seen, right?
Yeah.
That's a genre I would almost expect to see more.
Yeah. Skies of Arcadia Light.
I feel like a lot of people in the Couch Potatoes community are gonna love this game.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, puzzles.
How dare they have puzzles?
I am not a bright man. Puzzles confuse me.
Cloud Jumper.
Teacup is a wholesome narrative adventure with a focus on
Oh no,
exploration
Finn, they're out
and
of tea.
nonlinear
Gromit.
Help a small and shy frog on her journey to find the ingredients.
What is your
their
tea?
nightmare is when they're out of cheese.
Yeah, no, just anything. Just they're out of anything. Wallace is panicking. He's on the ceiling. His pants are off.
Gromit, we're on a Wensleydale.
Hello, I'm Zach.
Forgotten the crackers, Gromit.
Of Bunny Hug. After the initial overwhelming response to Moonglow Bay, we've seen a
There's
wonderful
Moonglow
community
blah
grow
blah
and
blah.
made
Why can't I say that? This game has eerie undertones, from what I understand.
Yes. My cute indie game with existential horror.
And then someone out there just says, so Undertale.
So Undertale.
Look at that washing the dishes minigame going on.
Oh no.
Thank you, disembodied voice.
Just what I need. A real life aspect in a game where I don't even do the real life chore.
Happens to me way too often.
Fold clothes? What is that? I just can't throw them in a corner?
I mean, probably for the best if you don't.
Yeah, this is a Game Pass game.
Moonglow Bay.
Paparazzi
Aw.
is a game about taking photos of cute dogs.
Now that's a
Dog
game I
doing?
can get behind.
What's the dog doing?
Explore the world and find all the pups. Like
Look
in
at the
this newly
dog.
revealed area, Muttropolis.
I'm just waiting for the, oh, it's just another Pokemon Snap.
Yeah, but dog.
Yeah, but dogs.
See, and that's not enough to sell me on a game.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Luna's Fishing Garden is a cozy fishing and building game.
Oh my god. Oof.
Oh.
Catch fish, trade them in, and create the garden of your dreams by planting new
Strider,
trees,
what you don't know is that
placing
the dog
objects, and
was the
bringing animals
perpetuator
into
of
the
said death.
archipelago.
That was too abrupt for a giant fish to show up. I feel like we needed some warning.
Some build up at least, please.
You need to telegraph that shit.
Hey, Calico? No.
Witchery Academy is a life sim where you play as a wizard
I was
apprentice.
gonna say Wizarding 102.
I was just thinking Wizard 101. I wanted to say something.
Don't forget to take care of your garden too.
Oh no. Please.
Oh, you have to squeeze that thing.
Yeah.
You'll meet other apprentices
I love
and
its
explore
face
the
when you
academy.
squeeze it. It's like, ooh.
All the people that were excited about the Harry Potter game are now just gonna get
You
this
can even
instead.
spend time bonding
Right.
with your spirit companion.
The fire has a face. That's pretty cool.
Very Ghibli with everything having a face.
Yeah,
Little cat Navi.
a little bit.
Witchery.
Because Harry Potter was taken.
Very Little Witch Academia vibes though,
Welcome
over
to
Harry
Amber
Potter.
Isle.
Oh my god, the miser you.
Yeah.
On this peaceful island, you are tasked with running your very own shop and befriending the local prehistoric animal villagers, the paleo folk.
Oh no. It's Reciteer and Item Shop's tale again. Oh no.
Craft items, customize your shop and character, and expand the village to meet the needs of your paleo folk neighbors.
Yes, build a shop to take advantage of capitalism in this prehistoric place.
Yeah. You ruined dinosaurs with economics. It was simple before.
The underlying thing says there's a time limit for the meteorite that's gonna break everything.
Oh, that's a game logo to me. NS Screen.
Time,
Love to
we'd
see
like
it.
to talk about our collaboration.
Oh,
with the
have I met the
International
devs
Rescue
for
Committee.
that? I think I have.
The IRC is one of the only organizations that works across the entire arc of crisis,
Shout out.
providing immediate relief to millions whose
Bro.
lives have
Yeah,
been shattered
dude.
by conflict, disaster, and climate change, and helping refugees to rebuild their
How many
lives
games
once
has
they
it
have
been?
found safety.
We've partnered with the Yeti to
I can't even
offer
write my
some
notes down, I'm
limited
just-
time Wholesome Direct merch, like this
It's
been a
incredible
lot.
3D
48.
acrylic stand, as well as a t-shirt featuring games from today's event.
Or like
$5 from every
45.
product sold.
Yeah,
goes
we're entering
to
the last
international
stretch now.
And if you'd like to learn more, you can visit
So we've got 30 more games
rescue.org/wholesome or follow
that are
at
about to get
rescue.org
just
on Twitter.
dropped on us.
Thank you.
Double time, let's go.
Sizzle reel.
They did do that last year, though. They did like 10 games in 30 seconds, and it was nuts.
My name is Woodo.
That's my name in the morning.
Oh my
God
god,
dang it,
John!
John.
This energy you're bringing
John!
today.
John! John has been spicy all morning.
Oh,
You don't even understand.
Saucy John, jeez.
I bet he's spicy this morning with that kind of sailor tongue.
And he thinks he's so clever, too.
He's
so
over there in the
dumb.
background.
Yeah,
smug
I
as
see him. I see him bouncing.
Oh my god.
It goes from beige to
I have no
colorful.
idea what's going on with this game, guys.
It's called
Woodo.
Woodo.
John, nothing from you. Thank
John over
you.
here trying to hold it a laugh.
Huh.
Which wood?
Oh, I think we're in sizzle reel territory now with the way this
Yeah.
is being presented.
Possibly.
Oh, it's just a trailer. Just a trailer.
Quarter 1 of 2022, I think it said.
That is one of the games that's definitely on the darker side of what they presented, though.
Yeah, the swamps.
Yeah.
Anytime you see a swamp in a game, you know you're in for a good time.
Oh. Look, I love the art style. I'm
This
not
is
going to
giving me
deny
Zelda
it.
vibes.
Really? I did not get that.
I'm getting more, like
Stardew Valley.
vibes and like.
Well, for me, it's like the button assignments and whatnot, because the whisk at the very least seems like a sword, but you might be able to switch that out. But if it was even just the sword and then one button of an assignable item.
Oh no, you get to play as a toad, and you give people warts.
Maybe. We can only hope.
Talk to cute, froggy characters and protect yourself.
This
from
is the origin
monsters on
story
your
for the
journey
other
to
game that had a
protect
frog in it.
you. Can be a hero
This is how they took over.
He's responsible. That intimidating frog giving you that side eye.
It's almost time to say goodbye.
Before we go, we'd like to share even more wholesome games.
Oh God! All right, everybody.
Buckle up, John.
So don't forget to visit wholesomegames.com.
Rolling at the speed of
John is over here telling us all to shut up so that he can actually type these games.
The Lego game, dude.
Builder's Journey.
Is this
A
been
Lego
announced before? This looks
game.
wild.
How is a
Captain
Lego
Toad,
game
but Lego.
an indie game?
Well, this might be an indie studio just licensing it.
I'm on board with that.
It's a ball game, but you get fish.
The Power Wash game,
Oh,
dude.
washing game.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've seen gifs of this. Oh my god, I'm in.
Yes. This one looks very relaxing.
Oh, what? You can power wash the Mars rover?
This music.
Yeah, I was just about to say I'm really enjoying the music.
Mm-hmm. Very adventure-y. Whoa. Okay.
2D and Top D. Oh my god, what a name.
Super Fez
That's
vibes.
creative.
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
They were building a bong first.
Yeah, I was about to say, are they building a bong?
Paper Mario-y.
Very much so. The Magnificent Truffle Pigs is a game that sounds interesting. It's sort of like Firewatch, where like you're on the radio talking to someone you know, and you're trying to find
And you're
this like bracelet or something.
Oh, I thought you were trying to get truffles to sell.
No, yeah. The name is apparently like an inside joke between the two main characters. I read about this in Age, that's why I know so much about it.
Another cooking game.
Look, we have to get our quota of cooking games.
Freshly frosted. This
This doesn't even. Does
What?
this have anything to do with frosting?
Oh my god.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's like
That's gonna-
Factorio.
That is going to be like one of those like oddly satisfying things.
Yeah, you'll see it on Reddit.
Right.
Constantly. So many menus in this game.
Is that like Dwarf Fortress-ish?
Seems so. John, you're doing a great job. Just want you to know.
Ah, yes. Water right on the wood floor, please. Just, yes.
They give you anxiety.
Is that not how you do it? I just like to get a big old bucket of water and just throw it all over the floor.
Oh,
That's how
learn
you do it, right?
Japanese.
Oh, that's cute.
And it'll still probably be better for people than Duolingo.
And it's that dueling. It's not trying to murder you via your back door.
Oh man, you're gonna see so much cool stuff from that game on some place like Reddit.
Oh no, bread cat.
It was named Woofy though.
What is co-open?
Co-open.
Is this like Hatoi boyfriend? Hatoful boyfriend?
Hatoful boyfriend?
Yeah.
Maybe?
Cat Cafe
Cat
Manager.
Cafe Man. As long as it's better than Beans the Coffee Shop Simulator, I'll be fine.
Game Director Story. I remember this title. Don't remember much of the game though. Didn't know you were animals in this game.
Real game dev
situation. So does that mean the artists and the programmers are trying to kill each other?
No, you can't animate that.
Part of me does remember an article about that game, I think, where like you have to decide whether to make your employees crunch or not in that game. I can't remember if that might be just completely false, but I feel like I remember something about that.
What is this? Creature class.
Dice people are like, no, animator, don't eject the shells to the left. The person is standing there. And then they went and did it anyways.
Fire tonight seems weird.
Seems a bit of a drama.
Yeah.
Slash action game. Lobby nights.
It's cards.
Oh, it's like Advanced War
card PGs.
I mean,
and that brings
yeah,
us to the end
I
of
get
our
it, but
program.
please, I'm tired of seeing
Remember to
card
visit
games.
wholesomegames.com for links to every game in the show.
As an indie developer myself, I can say for certain that just a follow or wish list can make all the difference.
We'll see you again next year for Wholesome Direct 2022.
But it wouldn't be a real showcase without one last surprise. So here's one
Hey.
more game we hope you'll love.
Bye.
Silk Song.
What?
Lottle Knot?
Lottle Knot.
Lottle.
Leedle, 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 lee.
I'm dirty down.
Oh, another cleaning sim.
We're cleaning up trash.
Yes, you're cleaning trash.
With a gun.
From what I understand, people in Japan think all foreigners need a game like this to teach them how to sort trash.
It'd be very funny if.
Surprised, let's be honest.
Yeah, it'd be very funny if Danny
Most
DeVito was in
Americans
this little suit. Pick up the trash, put it in the trash can.
So I started blasting.
What was the deal with the fish? The fish were evolving.
Did you also notice the giant shadow creeping overhead at the
No,
very end?
Godzilla!
Very cool. 75 games, ladies and gents.
Sweet. Like, 75 games within, what, an hour? Alright, I'm taking a cue from Finn. I'm gonna go use the bathroom.
Why is Finn trying to leave us here? Okay. So what do you guys think of this?
There we go. I thought it was really good. Similar to last year. I feel like, I don't know, maybe it was just me paying more attention this time because I wasn't hosting, but I feel like the pacing was a little bit better for games, other than that scissor at the end. I'm not a huge fan of scissor reels, but there was some cool stuff shown in between. I really liked it.
Yeah. I thought it was really cute. I'm with you. I think that they figured out a little better this year how to actually do the pacing of this. Because, yeah, last year it was just like a little too fast.
Yeah.
Even though I think they announced more games this year than last year.
Yeah.
Because I think last year was only 50.
Something tells me 60. That's the number I had in my head, but yeah, it could have been 50.
You know, probably. Oh.
It's good to see that there's a continued interest in this format, though. That they're getting more games, obviously, more games signing up. So this is going to be a thing I imagine that's around for a long ass time, and we'll probably see next E3 and beyond.
See, and for all that was shown here, it's all for naught when Rose ends up playing the Animal Crossing Battle Royale.
Yeah.
See, you say that, but I'm not big on Battle Royales, and I've really fallen off of Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Also, are you talking about Super Animal Royale?
No. So I was trying to look up the one that I'd seen, and I kept finding Super Animal Royale, but there's another one that's actually like a 3D game. A friend sent it to me, and I was like, "What is this?" And my friends were saying it gave them Happy Tree Friends vibes, and I was like, "No,
You know,
it's not bloody enough."
I think I'm gonna skip on that.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't actually have any blood or anything, so I was like, "Why are you saying it's like Happy Tree Friends?"
Okay. No, that makes a lot of sense.
Man,
so looking through some of the notes in this,
seeing it on screen on Finn's feed here again, I'm really wondering how a sitcom game is gonna work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring up my screen here so people can see. Yeah, I feel like the sitcom game, the one they show at the beginning. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, comedy's something that people are getting better at in games, but it's really hard to do because of, like the South Park guys talk about it. You can't control what's being seen as much as you do in a show as you do in a video game, because obviously you're giving the player a little bit of freedom to do what they want when they want. So comedic timing is like out the window. So it's hard to program comedy. But we are seeing more comedy games in spite of that, and people are learning different techniques. So I'll be interested to see that the laugh track is going to be super interesting to see how that works, because people have different sort of opinions on laugh tracks, whether they love them or hate them or feel indifferent about them.
I feel like the people who do not want anything to do with a laugh track probably won't play this game.
And I was gonna say, is it just me, or have sitcoms been falling off in popularity in recent years?
Oh, they've definitely been falling off.
Well, I also feel that instead of trying to control the comedy, they give the player the agency to control when the laugh track happens.
That would be very funny.
I think there's going to be a lot of that. And also with that game, I think that it's going to be a little bit more forced camera, and you're really just choosing dialogue. And like you said, control the laugh track.
Yeah. I would love to just constantly spam the laugh track at really inappropriate moments. Like, like, hey, I need to tell you something really serious right now. Something terrible happened to me.
I'm guessing at least a few of us have seen Friends.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone's seen the clips on YouTube of Friends without a laugh track. Is just
so
that
funny.
Ross is a psychopath.
Yeah, it's so funny. Oh, it makes it even better in my head.
And it is one of those things though, of just like that. I think that's part of the reason that they're falling off in popularity, is like people are now getting to see what sitcoms are like without the laugh tracks.
Yeah.
And it's kind of awkward and disturbing.
I think it was Always Sunny who did the episode where they made fun of laugh tracks, and yeah, like I feel like since then a lot of people have fallen off it. But yeah, but I do feel like because people have fallen off it, the laugh track in the sitcom format is almost a nostalgic thing now. I think that's what they were going for in this trailer with Bird Problems. It's like very 80s style, and they were doing that like little intro, felt very nostalgic. So I think that's what they're going for with this.
The only problem is that as an adult, that nostalgia now just hits me with too many cooks.
Yeah.
Unedited footage of a
then
bear.
Oh man, Adult Swim.
Mm-hmm.
So guys, are you ready for this behind the frame where you get to crack eggs into a pan?
Apparently,
Yeah.
Keith isn't.
No, definitely not.
You had problems with that one in Kingdom Hearts 3?
Yes, quite a bit.
Because it was literally a game of you had to sit here and slowly pull apart. For anyone
think
that
that
didn't know then.
Yeah. I think I have to be crazy because I actually enjoyed that. And I got pretty decent at it, but I also never had to play it on hard.
Mm-hmm.
I never had to play the game on hard. I know that Tim and Keith, you both like to platinum as many games as you can. I just played
oddly
it
enough,
on regular difficulty.
As much as I love platinuming games, and as much as I love Kingdom Hearts, I will not platinum a Kingdom Hearts game.
Yeah.
Because I am not going to sit there and deal with the gummy ship.
You know, I understand that. That gummy ship can just go F off.
I mean, in 3 it was great.
Fan.
The gummy ship in 3 was
In 3,
great.
I didn't have to mess with it. It was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Okay, so Skatebird, I actually have a personal connection to this because John and I did a fundraising stream for Girls Make Games, and we actually got a quote from the co-founder of this company, Megan Fox, and she actually gave us a quote to use for Girls Make Games.
Nice.
So she is really cool. I understand the game might be a little bit wonky.
Yeah.
But it was really nice that she was able to respond to us.
Yeah, and I would imagine when Finn played it, it was pretty early in development, so some roughness is expected.
Yeah. Like I said, there was a big disclaimer when I opened that demo, like, this is an early build.
Yeah,
so
hopefully they've been able to fix a lot of that.
Even in that trailer, I can see a lot has
of
been
things with demos.
Iterated on.
Okay.
Definitely.
Yay!
And
okay.
It's gonna be said for something. Not every game's gonna be as fine-tuned as like a Tony Hawk or a Skate game.
Oh, yeah.
That is very true. And then Yokai-In. I know that you guys were saying it could be a little iffy, but I think it looks really cute.
Oh, it definitely looks cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those things
I'm
where
really excited about that one.
you know, there's so many indie games out there that devs are bound to come up with the same ideas. I know there's that game Onsen Master that is sort of another management game where you're taking care of yokai. But yeah, they seem different enough in their visual style, at least, to make them distinct from each other. But yeah, this looks cute, very cute.
I will say there's a few games in here that I might have to pick up because, funnily enough, you all know my gaming tendencies. I tend to go towards games that are very involved, action-oriented, that kind of stuff. Yeah. And so I picked up Press Reset as an audiobook. And I haven't listened to much of it because I've realized, oh, wait, I can't, like, play a game and listen to this because all the games I play are so involved that I won't be able to pay attention.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to start...
That's a whole thing.
Yeah, I need to start looking for games where I don't need to pay attention as much.
You know what? Looks like I highly recommend Yokai-In for this.
Yeah.
Just nice chill game. Have it on in the background. If you're looking for a game that's out now, Murder by Numbers is actually a nice, pretty chill game. It's a little bit of a visual novel, so it might still distract you from your audiobook, but I don't know, it's still kind of fun if you like Picross.
Stardew Valley.
Stardew Valley is a good one. In which game are you on here?
Button City.
Yeah, Button City.
Button City.
Yeah, this was a game I've seen again. Serial Offender has been at Wholesome Directs and other sort of indie conferences.
Yeah.
Going for that sort of 90s theme where you're like saving the rec center, except you're saving your arcade. And I don't think they've ever spoken about before how you'll be actually able to play the arcade machines and experience all these mini games, and that's what this trailer was sort of really about. They were showing off a lot of that, and I thought there was some really cool variety in there.
And I definitely feel that's going to appeal to mine and John's intense need to own an arcade.
Yeah.
John just gave us a thumbs up on screen or behind the scenes.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah. No, this one looks really cute. The art style with it. I really like the color palette for this one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I also like how all of the characters are basically in T-pose and just like flapping the little arms around. I don't know why that's cute.
And it gives me credence to what I said in like the past couple days. You don't need to have the best graphics. You just need to have something charming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's very little animation in these characters. They're just flat-faced.
Very low quality.
Yes, and then the Pin Pal game. That one looks cute. And then I think the next one we wanted to talk about was Hoa.
Yeah. Still not.
If you can.
Yeah, I'm trying to scroll through this, trying to find the footage, but yeah, we can keep talking about it anyway.
It's tough.
Yeah, I'm still not sure how to pronounce the title of this game, but
she said it at the end. It sounded like she said Hua.
Hua, yeah. I wasn't sure if it was that. Yeah, platformer looks a bit slower than I thought, although this is sort of a slow-paced game. They sort of let that go in the trailer from last year. Even it was very sort of laid back, relaxed, and sort of makes sense. You're the small character in this huge world. It'll take you time to get places. So this little section where running around the spider web was pretty cool. I thought when you jump, it sort of removes the thread. I want to see lots of environments like that where, you know, it's a spider web, or you're in like a bee's nest or something, or you're just in an interior and everything's huge. I just love that in video games whenever things get scaled up and you're scaled down.
And it's just another situation where I'm just sitting here like, could I take that? Could I take a platformer where I just have to sit and do nothing?
Yeah. Won't be for everyone. For sure.
Well, but think, while you are sitting there and doing nothing, you could also be listening to your book.
There you go.
Yeah.
Think outside the box, Tim.
Just saying.
Look, I'm not Taco Bell. I don't think outside the bun.
And that got a release date as well, August 21st. It's soon. So, didn't expect that.
Yeah. Yeah. Then next up we had We Are OFK.
Yeah, I just feel
I
like
really like the music to this. Like, the more that I've heard music, the more I'm just like, okay, yeah, this is kind of my vibe.
I just noticed that I didn't notice the first trailer around. There's a dialogue box that said thoughts on hentai.
Yep.
Yeah, I was about to mention that.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I saw that before, and I was just like, oh, nobody saw that.
That's not wholesome.
Thoughts on hentai or Itsumi should be CEO. Hey. That's very funny.
Well, and so it's thoughts on hentai in a trailer where one of the characters called another character scary but hot.
Yeah.
That's my one word against the wholesomeness, so I decided not to actually call it the hentai.
Okay. The thing that grabs me about this game, not only the sort of style, like it's a game about forming a band as well, but like there are very few biographical games, I feel like, and so that instantly has me interested. Obviously, they're going to be taking creative liberties with the story, have to make it interesting, but largely I think this is a game about the creation of a real life band in some respects. So I'm interested to see how they handle that and how they write a game like that. So that'll be cool to see.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this one. Like, it wasn't entirely on my radar before, but now I'm just like, you know what? Yeah, I would go for that. This seems like a really cool, just chill game.
And quite appropriately, you know, there's so much going on. It feels like you're playing a music video in some respects. So that was cool.
Yeah, I like that. And then it looks like next one was Paralives.
Oh.
This is the Animal Crossing for
know.
Humans
It's
one
hard
that
to
John
keep up.
found.
Yep.
Yes. Yes, Animal Crossing for Humans.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that this one looks really cool. I honestly liked building the house in Sims, what little bit I played of The Sims. But I never really wanted to deal with the money portion.
Mm-hmm.
Same.
So I'm just here like, you know what? If I can just sit here and build a house and put furniture in it, I'm down.
Yeah.
I mean, that was my big thing in the Sims game. I would just control command cheats and just build the house and let my Sims live in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously, if you're just building the one house, it's way more focused. So I like that aspect of it. You're not worrying about a whole town; you're just worrying about this one house and really perfecting it. I wonder if the campaign is maybe going through and like you get different couples coming up to you and they want different like things from the house. So there's a little checklist that you have to fill, and then
So
you
like
just
you're
get
just
to...
a house builder?
Yeah.
Oh, that would be cool.
It could be interesting.
That reminds me of
for that.
So ancient game. Well, not ancient. PS2. Dark Cloud. The world's just technically destroyed. You go through a dungeon, find pieces of the village and people, but when you build the village, you can talk to the NPCs, and they will request their house to be by certain features.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you do that to get like special items and 100% complete the city. And it's the idealized version.
Very nice. Okay, then we had Kiwi with Jeff the Kiwi.
And Deborah bought.
They look so cute. They're
That's
just
all you
going
gotta
about their
say.
lives.
Definitely selling the again. I talked about it during the show, but the chaos in this trailer, very frantic.
Yeah.
Love it.
I'm kind of hoping that it's a co-op game so that I control John a little bit. I think that would be amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's one of those things where you, maybe like Unravel 2, you can either play co-op or like false co-op where you're controlling both of them at the same time. So that'll be a cool way to go, but I'm not sure.
Oh man, like Brothers, the twin stick single controller co-op stuff.
God, yeah. I don't have the brain function for that kind of stuff.
And then Doldonia looks really cute to me. The one where you go through the childhood memories. Doldonia, by the way, is an area in France. Yeah, I know. I'm a dork.
Oh no, I'm
but no,
like I legitimately didn't know that.
Yeah. But no, this just looks really cute, and I know that we saw a lot of taking photos games today, but I think this is the one that really kind of hit me as, okay, I would try this one.
Yeah, Pokemon Snap
Like,
never
I
really
really
entered
like
my
the
brain for
watercolor
this one.
art style. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not you're taking photos of creatures, you're taking photos of places, and that ties back to your character. So this is different enough, I think.
Yeah.
The way this makes me feel is because you're also doing like the poems and all that kind of stuff. It's to me like what would happen if Jin Sakai had a camera in Ghost of Tsushima. So he would take a picture of the place, have a sound recording of everything in the ambient area, and write his haiku down with it.
Yeah.
I could see that. Let's see. Unpacking.
Yeah.
I think was the next one
Yeah.
that we wanted to look at. Unpacking looks really cute. This was shown in the Tribeca, I think, film festival or game festival.
Unpacking, yeah, I think it was briefly. It was either that or the devs, but they're all blurring in my head now.
Yeah,
it's hard to keep up.
I know that it was shown in one of them. Oh yes, the gecko one.
Yeah, what was the deal with the gecko one? Was it a platformer or was it like an adventure game?
Or it looks like a puzzle platforming adventure game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
I'm
I don't know
pretty sure
about
that
other
we're just gonna
people.
be for insurance though.
I don't know about other people, but I like games like The Witness, so I'm down for puzzle games.
Yeah, it's a very divisive genre, but yeah, sort of. People, I never hear middling opinions about The Witness. I always hear like I loved it or I hate it.
I'm gonna be completely honest here. Anytime there's a puzzle in a game, I either somehow brute force it, or I do it long enough, give up, and look up the solution because I am monkey brain.
Yeah. I don't have a problem using walkthroughs for puzzle games because I still think that they can be fun, and sometimes some puzzles I'm able to get through really fast, others I'm not. But apparently, if you play a puzzle game on YouTube, you should never use a walkthrough because people will comment and be like, "Hey, you need to stop that."
They'll shred you.
Especially with The Witness.
How dare you?
Got a lot of hate on that one.
Yeah. I mean, would they rather you like? Would they rather see the rest of the game or just have you circling the map for 30 minutes? You know what I mean?
They would rather you
wanted
circle the map for
on
hours.
one puzzle for like 5 episodes, and I'm just like, that's not fun, guys.
Yeah.
Well, so they would rather see you struggle with the puzzle for hours on end, but see all of that struggle within a 5-minute period through editing.
Right. And the problem was that's not exactly how John and I run our Let's Plays.
I'd like to see them
I don't know.
go through The Witness without a guide because everyone does it, I think.
So if I remember correctly, my brother and I, because we were playing it together, we never finished it, but we weren't using guides, if I remember correctly, but we definitely kept a notebook.
Yeah.
Yeah. A game like that, you kind of have to.
Yeah, which is part of what I enjoyed so much about it, but I definitely see how it's not for others.
Sort of analog element to the game, yeah.
And then I think the next one was Pepperazzi.
Yeah.
The
My game.
Pokemon Snap of dogs.
Yeah. And like I said, like if you're doing Pokemon Snap without the Pokemon, it's going to be a hard sell. And I think that's purely because we already have an established, or most people at least have an established love for Pokemon. They already have that connection there built over years, but they don't with these new weird creatures like the banana bird in Beasts of Maravilla Island. But everyone loves dogs, so I feel like you could get easily into this.
Like you're taking pictures, like, oh, what you doing, doggy?
What the
oh,
dog
what you
doing?
doing? what you? Oh, what you doing? You're not supposed to be there.
Yeah. Like you already know different breeds of dogs, you know what to look out for. Yeah.
Yeah, and I do think that that's really cool that they're doing something like that. And then there was Amber Island.
Yes.
Sorry, Amber Isle.
Dino Villagers. Love it.
Capitalism. Ho!
Danimals Crossing.
See, I feel
Where's
like
my
this
yogurt?
one is closer to Hateno Village, where you're the only human, and then everything else is, in this case, dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Or Hatoful boyfriend. I
Yeah.
can't talk.
It's weird what you're selling. It looks like you're
No.
just selling like cactuses and pillows. I wonder what the economy of this village is. how can you really sustain a shop like that?
Hopefully, as the game goes, you find something better.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
more.
so then there's like the really like almost galaxy brain level play of selling someone a cactus pillow.
Oh my god. For dinos with like the hard skin like that, I think that would work. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like there would be a market for that.
Yeah. And I remember I got excited for the end of this trailer when I see that logo in the bottom right NS screen is the government initiative to fund local game development here. And Ambertail, yeah, I'm pretty sure there's I already know there's a dino game in development around here where it's been funded by NI Screen, and it might be a different one to this one. I don't know if there's two dino games happening around the same time, but I think one's a management game. I cannot remember if I've met these devs, but if I have,
If you get the chance to look into it, let us know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Let us know during Playhouse Live.
Yeah.
You know, whichever one.
Yeah.
And then there was Lego Builder's Journey. which I'm surprised that Lego. I feel like most Lego games would end up being non-indie. So I'm
Yeah.
interested what happened with this one.
I think it's one of those situations where it wasn't like a major property. Because most of Lego's games are all major licensed properties. Even what was the like Lego Universe game?
The Lego movie?
No, the Worlds.
Lego
Yeah.
Worlds. Thank you.
And that's just all licensed properties.
Yeah.
So I think the fact that this isn't licensed, it's not like a super widely played genre. Like it's not something that they're looking at as a moneymaker, so they can just let some small independent studio run with it. I'm interested to see how
Lego Dimensions is the one that is
Lego
nothing but
Dimensions.
Yeah, Dimensions.
Thank
Worlds is the other one that's not licensed to anything. It was kind of their attempt at what's the game called? Yeah, it's a sandbox
Minecraft?
game. Yes.
Oh, okay. Because yeah, I'm interested to see like what kind of back and forth happens between this game and real life. Because that's always an interesting part of Lego is, you know, everything in those games for the most part you could somehow manage to replicate in real life with one set or a combination of sets. So if people started doing like real life Lego puzzles more because of stuff like this, that'd be kind of cool.
Definitely.
That would be really nifty.
Yeah, it was
Good way to look at it.
It was weird to me. I was so surprised when I saw it up there because, like, as you say, they're not licensing a property like Indiana Jones or Star Wars or anything, but Lego in itself is a brand, and it has to license its own brand out to developers. And as far as I knew, like, Traveler's Tales was the only one who could make Lego games in recent. No, they're the ones who make all the ones we know about, like the Star Wars, the Indiana Jones, the Dimensions. So it's interesting to see, like, obviously this is just pure Lego. This isn't, you know, like little Lego characters running around. It's just the pieces. But there must be some sort of contractual thing there where they're allowed to license out to indie devs under specific circumstances. Like, as long as you don't have a face on one of your Lego pieces, maybe that's okay. I don't know. Looked cool, though.
Yeah. Okay. Any other games that stood out to you guys? Anything else you want to talk about?
There was just so much that happened.
Oh, so much.
Yeah.
There's a good chance that we're just gonna be decompressing for this for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I know that no one marked it, but I feel like there was somewhat a group interest in Tasamachi. The one where Snail House had done the music.
Oh, that one was me.
Yes.
Yeah, very like looks very aesthetically pleasing. On top of the music being great, it just visually is a very nice world.
Yeah. Yeah, the sort of airships I pointed out and the Asian architecture was very cool. I like that a lot.
Yeah, we were too busy talking about Heisenberg.
The Hindenburg, you mean?
Hindenburg, not Heisenberg.
Sorry,
Listen, we need to cook.
Well, no, Resident Evil 8's still too fresh in my mind.
Okay. I feel like I got a good impression of most of the games that were shown today, except for Widow, which John ruined for me.
Yes. Hashtag
Also,
blame John.
This game that was on screen, what was the name of it? The one where you're taking pictures of stuff and you see like what it is in Japanese and
learning
whatnot.
the Japanese.
Yeah.
That looks cute.
That must have went by during the sizzle reel because I did not remember that one.
That one went real fast.
Yeah. There's so much here. I'm glad we're taking notes because I'm going to, like, again, I don't stop watching video game trailers whenever we stop these streams because I'm a maniac. But, like, it's going to be nice later on the night when I'm looking for something to watch and I have this list that we made. And I'm going to be like, oh, yeah, that game. Yeah. It's going to take me a while to really embed all these games in my mind, but I feel like over time I'll start to recognize them and get hyped for them.
Yeah. Again, you have to see it 7 times.
Yeah. Seven's a
I
magic
just
number.
saw John's
7.
note, by the way, for Passport 2, which is Kermit wants to go to France.
Yeah.
Yawn.
I hope the main character really is animated like that when it comes to gameplay, because I imagine it's hard to do puppet nonsense.
Yeah.
For game animation.
It'd be really interesting to see a game and see like the process of it where someone actually went into Unity and made a full like hanging puppet rig, and they actually animated it by moving the strings rather than moving the
individual
actual
joint.
bones.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that that's about going to wrap it up for our wholesome game coverage today. Here in about 4 or 5 minutes, we're going to be back on, and Finn is going to be hosting the Ubisoft Forward. I am going to be replaced by John, and so you might hear my disembodied voice every now and then. But make sure to stick around. We will be right back with that coverage.